So we'll continue now. Today I have connected from different login. Okay, it's by mistake it's happened. So only today. Okay, so next class this won't disturb your class. Okay, I'll make sure. So we were how to apply border. About that I was explaining. Okay. So let them join. We'll continue. So how do you apply border? About that I was explaining. So for the selected table or selected range, home, border, more borders. So here you can select the border for inside one border, outside one border. So it's as per your requirement, you can select. So here I've selected the simple thick line border for the outline. So I choose the color, whichever color I wanted to apply border in outline. So I've selected light green for outline. For example, inside I will take again thin line. I choose a little bit darker. So green is for outline and thin line red color I will choose for inside. So in this any line, even only the horizontal line or only the vertical line color can also be altered. So you can see here, you can select in any for a table, you can choose only one side border. For example, for this cell, I wanted to select only the top and bottom border. You can see that, observe that border. I didn't select the full border, only I'll select thick line, top and bottom. So now you can observe this. So when you are giving a border for a cell, only the top row, bottom row are used. So like this, for a cell in all the four sides, in every side you can choose different border, however you want. And normally if you go in this through these options, you can choose only the single line border. But if you want more than that or more line style color, then you have to come to this window, like this dialog window, format cells, which is called format cells. Under that border, you can choose the style like line style and color. And in this, you are able to select only outline border, inside border, or only the top border or corner, or even you can select like this. In a cell, if it is necessary, even you can fill the border lines like this. It is your choice. Okay. So only thing, how you can select for the selected range as per your requirement, you can fill the borders that you have to try. So if you go to more colors, you can select whichever color you wanted to give border. So here I will choose only the outline border. So for entire cell, you can see in that range only the outline is filled. For the selected range, I'll only fill the horizontal borders you see. So more borders, I'll choose dashed lines and color, whichever color you would like to use, then only horizontal line. So you can observe in that only horizontal lines are filled. So this is how you can make borders for your cells. So this is about what we say font and borders. Font, font face, style, size, minimum size is 8, maximum is 72. And here you have underline, and here you have superscript, subscript, and strike through. So what is superscript? So if I'm writing a plus b whole squared, or whenever the data where this 2 has to be written as power value, so then you can use here superscript. So superscript is to write above the baseline. Similarly, subscript is log to the base 10. So 10 below the baseline. So font subscript. So sometimes when you're writing expressions, you wanted to write that particular text above the baseline or below the baseline. So now a plus b whole squared, that power value, it's above the base. So normally when you are typing, it will be look like this, a plus b 2. Okay. Stop this. We select this 2 alone, go to font, use superscript. Okay. So these are all the things are possible. This is superscript and this cell 10 is subscripted. Okay. So this is called font effects or text effects. You can, it's basically we say font effects. It's in group effect. This is style, bold and italic are style. Underline is not comes under style. It's one of the effect. Then size, minimum size is 8, maximum size you can use it 72. If I fix at 72, that size, the text will be bigger. So this is 72 size. So the first thing we have observed is font and border. Like this, fill is there. Fill is basically to fill your background color of a cell. Okay, so in this cell, now the background is white. You want to fill with color or effects. Now if I take any shade, like I've selected blue, you can see now. So here, if I see when I'm taking printout, so these are all how I written. So this is next page, and this is, so the background is filled with blue and the text color is black. So by default, your background color will be white. So as per your requirement, you can choose that fill color. So this all together will come in format cells. Control 1, if I press, I'll get everything together. So fill color, in that fill effects also there. You can fill with gradient colors. So as per your requirement, whatever color combinations you select according to that. So, but basically it should not affect your data. The data should be visible. It should be more clear to view than any formatting. So what I applied is for this cell is called gradient fill. Normally you fill that cells with background, what we say, fill with normal color, or even you can fill with patterns. You can see pattern fill. So what kind of colors you want? You can see now it's filled with dotted. So If I choose different color, then still it will be more visible to you. Okay. So now its background is filled with dots. Or solid color means just the color you can choose. Fill color. More colors if you go, you can find a lot of shades. You can select any one. You can apply. Okay. So this is filled with color, filled with pattern. This is filled with gradient. So any of the way you can fill your background color of your cell. So this is comes under fill option. When I press Control 1, I'll get format cells. This is important. How I said paste special like that. All the entire cell formatting is based on format cells. That together we say. So technically, like in our organization, they'll tell format cells, use format cells. So that together font, format, border, fill, protection, alignment, number formatting comes together with format cells. So the topic itself, format cells, in that you have these heading. So which are, so far we have used font, it's a text formatting, then border of the cell, fill color of the cell. In fill color, you can see color or normally solid color, then fill effects are there. In that gradient you can fill, and one more is fill pattern. So here what and all patterns are allowed, so that you can so if I want to highlight this data, then the normal I can fill with patterns. So here in the pattern you can choose whichever color or whichever style you want. See to that it should not affect your data. So such a way you have to fill that. Okay. Next, in format cells, important is again number formatting. What is this number formatting? Here, for if I were written list of, for example, fees column I wanted to add decimal points. Here itself it is there. If I click on increase decimals, you can see 2 decimal points are added. So this is called number formatting. Okay. So for the selected cells, you can add dollar symbol. That means currency symbols. If I wanted to get the currency symbol based on which country, let's say dollar. So dollar symbol is added. So why it's showing hash here? The cell width has to be extended. So once you extend, full data will be visible. If it is not sufficient to present all the values, then it will show only hash. Means you should extend the border, double click on the border of the cell, automatically the size get extended to make view all the data. So now I added dollar symbol. Similarly, the user can change different currencies. So here you can find out rupees, Indian currency you can see, so dollar, yen, then euros symbols are there. So in that if you come to India, so you can see here in the Kannada, so for the under regional language it is there, whichever you want, any of I want rupees, so whichever I want I can select. Along with automatically it adds rupee symbol, commas. You can see 4,000. So between 4 and zeros, comma is there. So the comma separators, decimal points. So this is called number formatting. If I wanted to change the currency symbols, decimals, if I want to have more decimals, suppose if it is something related to exactly height, weight, or measurements, then I need more decimals. I can add n number of decimals as per my requirement. If you are following more accuracy, then you can extend the decimals, or you can decrease the minimum. You can keep it 2. Okay, but if for the different field, there for them, for example, what we say. entrance mark or something like bold values and all, even 0.000 up to how much that accuracy is needed. So they will use more decimals. So when I come to number formatting, so how do I get format cells? What is the shortcut key? Control plus 1. Okay. Control plus 1 is the shortcut key for format cells. So I just make a note here. Format cells. So for this, shortcut key is okay. Shortcut key is Control plus 1. Then under that, number formatting. So that is important one. Then you have font formatting. Then you have cell data alignments. Then border option. Then fill option. So you have seen just now font, border, fill. Then the number formatting, it's especially for adding currency symbols. Then you can change date and time format. Then convert numeric value to numbers to text. Then change the display format of like special values like phone numbers, zip code. So the phone number I want, in which form I want to display, I'll show you all examples. Then I can change to scientific notations or fractional values. So all I can apply through number formatting. You can see here, if I enter today's date, control semicolon. So it's for entering date, system date. Then shortcut key control shift colon is for time. So control, if you press that semicolon button, then you will get current date. Control shift, then if you press the same semicolon button, you will get time. Okay. So to insert system date and time, is my notepad is visible to you when I'm writing notes? Anybody can confirm? Deepak?
Yes, ma'am, visible.
Visible. Okay, fine. So here on the shortcut key for get system date, control plus colon or semicolon, but to get system time, control plus shift. Then if you press colon, it becomes sorry, semicolon, it becomes colon. So control that colon, if you press, it will give date. Control shift, if you press, you will get colon. So that's called system time. Now I'm getting today's data 2nd 11th 2021. I wanted to change to February. So it should show me February 11, 2021. So now I want to change the format of the date. So here once date, I select here, it's displaying 14th March 12. So in this format I want, first I want the date, middle I want month, then last I want year, only 2 centuries I want. So you can see here, the original date you can see in the formula bar 2/11/21 as you entered. Okay, but only the display part, how it is changed, 11th February 21. So when you are handling with the date and time, if you are entering, you are presenting in your report, date of joining, date of transaction, or hire date, birth date. So when you are filling the data in number of rows, then I wanted to find out when, in which month the transactions are happened. I have to only display month so that you will easily identify this is happened in this month. So that date and time format can be altered by saying, for example, in time, you will have hour, minute. If you want even seconds, you can monitor for seconds also. So now 320. So again, I'll enter in this control shift semicolon. Yeah. So now 326 exactly it's showing. So the user as per their requirement. So originally you will enter that data will be present over there, okay, which you can see in the formula bar. But in the display portion, you wanted to format it. So first you have to enter full data or whatever you are importing. First have fill the data in your worksheet, do all the calculations. Then finally you can change the format of display. So you wanted to add the currency symbol, comma separators. So you want to display in different forms. So everything you can try. So first type the data, organize the data, then do whatever calculations using formulas and function. Third step, if you work on the formatting, you do all the alignments. However you want, you can add color, size, alignments, display formats, number format, everything you can try. So before highlighting your data, you can, sorry, if you want to highlight your data, you can try all these options. So now, for example, in Excel, I just enter date. I'll try to do autofill. So now what happened? Automatically it is filled with different month is same, dates are differing. Okay. So if at all I want to be, I wanted to fill only different months. Later you will be learning fill series date. In that I wanted to change in month. So every time it has to increase that month by 1. So 11, after that I wanted to get 12. So you can see now month is same, day is changed. In this, sorry, in this, when you automatically drag only date, by default it has understood date has to be changed 11, 12, 13, 14. But if I want to fill a different month, so in this, first is month, second is date, then year, MMDD51. This is the format. So in this, how do I fill with different months? I used here fill option in the same tab. Series, I have here month, step value. You want to increase 1 or 2, it is your choice. I said okay. You can see now. Okay. Now in this, why I wanted to show you that together I want to change the display, the date I want along with full format. So if I okay, if I wanted to show you in this format, you can observe this. You want to show you in this format. So this is again date format is changed. Like this, together you can change your date and time format as per your requirement. I'm not bothering about year. I wanted to bother only month and sorry, not day, month and year. Okay. So the transaction is happening in which month, which year. So these are all original data will be there. Anytime you can get back. See again, if I want to get back to normal, I'll go to same control date and time format. Initially how it was, to that format I can change. So these are all the things are possible. So this comes under number formatting, adding currency symbols, adding decimals, changing the date and time format. I said if I enter one 10-digit number, like suppose I'm entering the phone number. Okay. Now, so in this, I'll change to special phone number, that too based on which country. I say okay. So in US, the phone number can be represented like this, like a country code, area code, and phone number. So first I entered the number, that means I think this is my phone number. Then by default, when you are entering, it will convert to what? Scientific notation, which will change to this automatically. So first what you have to do, in which cell you are going to enter, first in that cell, you just change to text form. So when I change to text form, what will happen? If I type number, it will not convert to scientific. Even if I try type bigger value, it will not convert to scientific notation. So that I can change according to my formats. It could be phone number, it could be a zip code. How we use pin code, like that for other countries, they use zip code. Okay. So phone number, I change it. Okay. So if you are entered proper number of digits, it will automatically convert this. So these are all the things are possible with number formatting. So any, even I type here numbers in the system, this data, I don't want to do any calculation, I'll convert to text. So what Excel treat this, these are all text. So you can, it's mainly it's data, but in this I don't want to do any calculation and I want to represent as text. So I converted to text. So any data, if you place cursor over there, now you can see it is in general. Okay, so this is general. But when I come to date and time setting, it shows exactly the format as date. You can observe here, it is date. You can observe here, it is special. So what number format you are using? By default, general, you can change to number, currency, accounting symbols, then date, time. You can convert into percentage format, fractions, scientific values. So these are all we consider as number formats. So here, if I say 0.5, then 0.75, 0.6, 1.4. So I want to convert to fractions. So what I will do, I'll convert to fraction. So up to which digits? It's based on what? So it's in half, or quarters, or sixteens, hundreds. So you are want to convert to how you want to convert, you say. So automatically it will be converted to fractional values. And same way, if I enter numbers, now this value I'll convert to percentage. So anyhow, like what you enter, it will convert to percentage. So you can change the number format. You can add the fractional digit. You can convert to fraction values, decimals. Then you can add percentage symbol. You can add currency symbols. So for all what we say, one single word, that is called number formatting. Okay. So number formatting is important in Excel. When you are preparing your report, you need to use all of the things. Okay. Students, again after 2 minutes, it will disconnect. Sorry for inconvenience. Again, you have to connect it. So any doubts? Aisha, Deepak, Fatima, Nandini, Nandita, Sri Vaishnavi. Anybody have doubts? Jasashwini, Sanjana. Yeah, you can tell me. What's your doubt? You can message me or you can unmute and speak, talk to me. Free to ask your doubts. If you are interacting, I feel easy to communicate with you. Okay. Okay. Google spreadsheet, the data was in fraction. Okay. If it is decimal values or if that they have entered the data in fractional form, the same data you will get it. There is an option here when we are okay. So when we are import, you can use this import format. Through that, if I do that, okay, so I can choose what format I wanted to get. So I got your doubt. You can import. When you are importing, you can tell that column has to be exactly copied